What does it take to be a father? He is a provider,
A teacher,
an advisor,
a leader.
a role model, and a hero in the eyes of his children.
He can also be a playmate and a friend,
He is the pillar that keeps a family strong
whether physically present,
or miles away from home.
but one can be a father more than just by blood.
A father takes form,
In a spiritual guide who looks after his flock,
in commander who takes care of his men.
a mentor who inspires others to be the best they can be.
Being a father also transcends gender and can be embodied by a woman who bravely steps up to the role when a man is not around,
A father's role can be quite daunting
especially for those who have dedicated their lives
to serving their country.
It may be challenging, but fatherhood and heroism can go hand in hand. Thus, to all fathers in uniform,
And those who assume the father's role in all forms,
we salute you.
Happy Father's Day, Daddy!
Let's PAF in a minute. See you on our next flight.
When drought strikes and the fields are left parched and dry, your Air Force has a solution to that.
This is salt.
But for one Air Force unit, this means so much more. With a little bit of science and magic,
I can turn it from this to this.
cloud seeding helps in filling our dams with water, that in turn helps in the irrigation of vast farmlands all over the country. But more than just helping the farmers, it's contributing to a positive impact in serving the Philippines and changing the lives of the people. We don't drop bombs, we drop rain! Providing relief to farmers and helping ensure a successful harvest. Because in a country devastated by drought and climate change, rain could just be the hope of the future.
That's PAF in a minute. See you on our next flight.
You can be one of them.
Be motivated by the story of Captain Juliza Ban, embarking on her extraordinary fighter pilot journey, showcasing her skills and determination in military pilot training. With her unwavering conviction, undeterred by the historically male-dominated nature of the field, she fearlessly decided to be assigned at 5th Fighter Wing, the home of the fighter pilots. She started her training in the jet trainer aircraft. Captain Biran also pushed herself physically, flight after flight. She managed to be resilient. On the 30th day of March 2022, Captain Biran made history for being the first Philippine Air Force's female fighter pilot.
Kung kaya ko, kaya mo rin. That's PAF-IN-A-MINUTE. See you in our next flight.
Did you know that Sangle Point was derived from Shangley? Roughly translated in Hokkien dialect, Shangli or Sangli means a tradesman. Being a trading port between people of different nations, this place is surrounded by history and heritage sites. Being close to open water, to the historical island of Corregidor, the bustling city of Manila, and even the Shrine of Valor in Mount Samat. It is not surprising that in its long history, Chinese, Spanish, and Americans alike have seen its value. Indeed, Sangle has become a melting pot not only to the Philippine Air Force, but to different government servants. By history, Sangle might be a trading spot at first, but now it is a home to the Trojans, a home to the valiant men and women of the Philippine Air Force. That's PAF in a minute. See you on our next flight.
While the Philippine Air Force guards and protects the Philippine skies,
On the ground, a special unit stands ready to protect and serve.
all on 4 feet.
Heroism truly shines through countless shapes and sizes.
In this case, they are covered with fur and unbreakable spirit.
Meet Buddy and Monroe. They are two of many canine dogs of the Philippine Air Force. These furry heroes are more than just cute faces.
They are huggable, yet they possess great strength and remarkable skills.
With their heightened senses, these furry warriors can be trained and transformed into focused, agile, and highly skilled operatives, capable to track down targets.
Sniff danger and execute daring rescue missions.
Beyond their remarkable abilities,
What truly sets canine dogs apart are their loyalty,
and unconditional love.
ultimate proof of the incredible connection between humans and animals.
Truly, they are not only man's best friend.
They are protectors and heroes as well.
That's PAF-IN-A-MINUTE.
See you on our next flight.
Step into the heart of airlift excellence at the Pacific Airlift Rally 2023.
Co-hosted by the Philippine Air Force and the Pacific Air Forces.
Airlifters from 14 nations across the Indo-Asia-Pacific region gathered to exhibit air mobility's importance.
Showcasing its role in humanitarian assistance and disaster response.
The indispensable C-130s are the core of this multinational exercise, highlighting interoperability exercises on low-cost, low-level altitude airdrops, parachute drop, and mass casualty evacuation.
Also conducted are tabletop exercises on airlift operational and logistical management and subject matter expert exchanges on austere and expeditionary medicine, chaplain support, and resilience building, among others.
As the Pacific Airlift Rally concluded, the skies once again unite nations,
Demonstrating the unwavering commitment to excellence, cooperation, and a safer world.
Pacific Airlift Rally 2023. Aloha! Next PAF-IN-A-MINUTE. See you on the next flight.
A cyclist, swimmer, runner, and an active member of the Philippine Air Force Reserve, Nico Huelgas. A Filipino professional triathlete who competes internationally and the first Filipino to win a 2 gold medal in the men's individual triathlon event at the Southeast Asian Games way back 2015 and 2017. After retiring from the national team in 2018, Huelgas entered the PAF's Reserve Command and currently the chairman of the Philippine Olympic Committee's Athletes Commission. Huelgas spearheaded relief operations and fundraisers in the provinces of Tarlac, Bulacan, Albay, and Tingloy Island in Batangas during the pandemic.
It's a great honor to be recognized and awarded a Military Merit Medal due to my service in the Philippine Air Force. There are a lot of skills that I aim to learn through the various trainings of the Philippine Air Force. And that's your PAF-IN-A-MINUTE. Join us in our next flight.
What's in 220? What comes to mind when you hear 220? Big planes, huge cargos, gigantic hangars, big ramps, cool pilots. Well, think again. We have medium-sized planes like the C295 and Fokker, and small planes like the Nomad and NC212i that can take off and land on very, very short runways, both locally and internationally. We not only fly our planes, but we also take great care of it. We have hangars to maintain the quality of our planes. We have squadrons to train those flying the planes, and headquarters that work together to accomplish the motto of 220.
Anything, anytime, anywhere. That's one week. See you on the next flight. Ayos.
they may not be wearing the military uniform,
but in the AFP and the Philippine Air Force,
they are as important as our soldiers.
Now, more than 1,000 are serving in all our air bases across the country.
Working alongside men in uniform,
the Civilian Human Resource provides critical support to different areas of military operations.
We have medical professionals,
engineers and architects,
administrative staff,
creative professionals,
IT experts,
aircraft mechanics,
technicians,
and accountants and financial specialists.
As we celebrate the Civil Service Anniversary,
we honor our civilian workforce,
our future-ready servant heroes.
This is more than just a job.
It's a calling.
Are you ready to answer the call?
Join us in the Philippine Air Force.
That's PAF-IN-A-MINUTE.
See you on the next flight.
Unsophisticated and heavily reliant on external factors and other forces of nature, conventional munitions need skilled pilots. However, with a changing environment, having skilled pilots is not enough. And these conventional munitions need major upgrades. And then, modernization happened. Improved effectiveness with the aim to minimize collateral damage that is crucial in the prevailing security environment is precision-guided munitions objective. Skilled pilots plus precision-guided munitions with force multipliers over different strategic locations is equal to a modern Trojan, a modern Air Force. Bullseye! That's PAF in a minute. See you on our next flight.